Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sketchdom. My name is Jason Sketch, and I'm super excited to bring you guys some more Marvel Champions content. Today we're going to take Wonder Man up against Mutagen Formula, and I'm super excited about it. I hope you guys are as well. It should be a crazy game. I've got a pretty neat idea, I think, from Wonder Man, or at least I'm playtesting with some cool thoughts and ideas. As well as I have a new setup, so it's going to make things look a little bit different, so bear with me if I have to make a few changes as we're going along, trying to just make it look cool and great for you guys as we play. Hope you guys enjoy this game. Let's jump on down to the table and check things out. Hey everybody, welcome down to the table. This is my time that I remind you that I'm trying to reach 300 subscribers, so if you guys don't mind hitting that subscribe button, that'd be a super huge help. That'll get me closer to 300. I'm 5 away at this point, at least at the time of recording this video. I'm super excited about it, but don't be afraid to leave a like and a comment. Those things help to push the video out and help people find what we are doing. All right, I would love to get this game started. We're going to be doing Mutagen Formula versus Wonder Man. I've got a protection build for Wonder Man using some aggression cards as well. Hoping to use things like Bring It to draw me some more cards, as well as just kind of dealing with these minions as fast as we can, but also doing some really cool stuff. So I'm hoping this works out. This may be a terrible game, but we'll just find out how this goes. So first and foremost, we're going to do the setup. Put a Goblin Thrall into play, engage with each player. So we found a Goblin Thrall right at the bottom of the deck here. We're going to go ahead and shuffle. Maybe. And we're just using the basic thing that comes with, so the default settings, I guess, for Mutagen Formula is what we're doing. So it's been a minute since I played a Green Goblin. There's times that I really love him. There's times that I think he just destroyed me. And so hoping that this game just goes super smooth. But I think he's a fun scenario overall. It's just a very, very different game. So, okay. Kind of excited for my new setup. I'm kind of excited that hopefully it'll make things a little bit clearer for you guys and y'all can see things a little bit better. And we'll go from there. So, all right. First and foremost, here is the Goblin Thrall out in play, engaged with me as well. We have Green Goblin doing his thing with 18 health. He gives us 2 encounter cards to start the game. When he's revealed, this does get flipped up to this, and it starts off with 2 threat on it. And there's a when completed effect. Awesome. So we've got to keep an eye on threat as we play this game. We're going to go ahead and draw to our hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I absolutely hate this hand. We're going to discard. Let me see. Hold on to Defensive Conditioning. We're going to get rid of Ionic Blast. Hold on, Ionic Blast. Deal 3 damage to the enemy. Deal 2 additional damage to the enemy for each lightning resource you overpaid for this card. Hold on to that to take care of the Goblin Thrall right away. And we can probably exhaust to clear the main scheme. Do we want Wonder Fans? Not right at the beginning of the game. We're trying to mulligan hard for one of his 2 other cards. So we get 4 more cards here. Oh man, this was some really bad starting off. So okay, let's just deal with it, I guess. First and foremost, we want to spend cut both ways. We're gonna play Avengers Compound and a Bombs Away to play Defensive Conditioning to give me 3 more health. Which is not a bad way to start. And +1 to my defense. We are then also you may include events. Okay, cool. So there's nothing else I can do on my alter ego side. We're going to flip up. We will exhaust. Clear 2 threat from the main. He's got guard. So we're going to go ahead and spin Bombs Away to play Ionic Blast. Deal 3 damage to the enemy. All right. I think we can go ahead and tuck this, right? You can tuck and not heal, was my understanding. So we're going to go ahead and tuck that. If I am wrong, please remind me. I believe that was the ruling that I had heard recently. So, okay. The good news is we've got him dead. And we lost some good cards right off the bat. So I'm really hoping my shuffling does better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It did not. It shuffled very poorly. We're going to be in a tight spot in this game. I'm going to have to start over here soon. So, all right. Nothing fancy here. So, threat's going to go up by 1. Green Goblin is going to go attack for 2 plus a boost. If I take damage, right, he's going to add 1 more to the main scheme here. So let's not defend for this point in time. 2, 3. I would have taken no damage, and that's okay. Goes up here, and we get 1 more encounter card. First encounter card. The villain heals X damage where X is equal to the double the villain's stage number. If no damage was healed this way, this card gains Surge. Pacifism. Wonder Man can't attack. Alter Ego action. Discard 3 cards tucked under Ionic Energy. Discard this card. Ugh. Okay. That's annoying. Wicked Ambitions. Discard X cards from the encounter deck where X is equal to double the villain's stage number. Each time a Goblin minion is discarded this way, choose to either take 3 damage or put that minion into play and engage with you. Alright. So 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. No minions. Last but not least, Regenerative Healing. This card's going to gain Surge. Sinister Strike. Place on pursuit, counter pursued by the past, then the villain attacks you. Do I defend at this point, or do I take the attack? I don't want to clear that threat, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. We will defend for 3. Goblin attacks for 2, 3, 4. After this activation ends, shuffle this card into the encounter deck. Okay. So I do take a point of damage still. Threat does go up by 1. This card gets shuffled into the encounter deck. What a way to play this first round. We had a lot of encounter cards to deal with right off the bat, but here we are, so. Glad I had not started off the game punching Green Goblin, because that would have made me mad. So hopefully we can start cleaning up this mess a little bit and get a little bit farther down the road here. But it is now my turn. So we got to deal with pacifism, so I think what we're going to need to do is play Spoiling for a Fight. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion put into play and engage with you. Goblin Thrall. Do I want to do it that way? I'm going to spend these 3 first. Play Patriot. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully that doesn't come across as cheating, Jason. But we're going to spend 3, play Patriot, then do Spoiling for a Fight. to discard cards from the encounter deck until you discard a minion. When you engage a minion, Patriot gets a tough status card. Awesome. Yes, that feels good. Going for a fight is going to get tucked. I still can't deal with this, but I do get a ready. And we're going to go ahead and use remove 2 threat from the main here. Bring it down to 1. Okay. All right. That is at least good news. We can still do that. Let's go ahead and ready up and draw to our hand size. And sadly, we missed out on the rest of our allies there, but here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a terrible hand as well. But we'll see what happens because we do have the Bring It here. So maybe that'll help us get something better in our hand. Plus, we can at least then flip down and deal with some stuff. So, all right. First things first, threat's going to go up to 2. Green Goblin is going to come in for an attack for 2 plus a boost. Patriot will defend 2, 3, 4. It clears his tough. No damage was taken, so thus nothing was put on the scheme. Goblin Thrall is going to attack for 1. I will eat it. All right. We will then draw our encounter card, which is another Goblin Thrall. Awesome, which gives another tough status card to Patriots. Awesome. My turn. We have this in our hand. Not a terrible hand. We're going to go ahead and play Bring It. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Okay, Ionic Blast. I still can't deal damage, unfortunately. Okay. I'm going to have to flip down, so I need to be ready for threat removal. The good news is I can play everywhere all at once, so choose X schemes or remove 2 threat from each chosen scheme. 3 instead if you overpaid for this card. So I don't have to overpay for the card. So the good news is we can do that. Let's do... I want to hold on to the Ionic Blast. The cut both ways is nice too, but we're going to spin the cut both ways. Play... Are we? No. Yes. Spin the cut both ways to play everywhere all at once. Clear 2 threat from the main. We're just going to hope that he doesn't over scheme, but everywhere all at once is going to come down here. No, why would I play? Oh, yeah, because I need to play that card to make this nonsense happen. I was hoping for a different card. That is okay. Cool. At least that is cleared. Really wish I could stay up. We're going to go ahead and flip down. Oh, and I forgot. I've been forgetting that part, but I do get to heal. I don't know about spoiling for a fight. And my Bring It should have gone under there as well. Since the Bring It went under there, would I have wanted to play everywhere all at once? Because the Bring It would have brought me here. Yes. We'll go ahead and do that. To bring me up to here. Then we will flip down and recover for 3. We can't recover for 3, but we are going to exhaust and discard 3 cards tucked underneath Ionic Physiology. So we'll discard Bring It. We will discard Going for a Fight and Everywhere all at once. We're all at once and spoil him for a fight. Yep. Okay. And that does discard pacifism. Got a lot of threat coming onto the board here soon, so hopefully it won't be too bad. I think I'm going to get rid of both the powers of protection. We're going to hold on to Ionic Blast. And draw up to our hand size. 1, 2, 3. There's Mr. Hollywood. 4, 5, 6. Ooh, energy shield and a take that. That is super fun. Okay. Threat's going to go up by 1. He's going to scheme for 2. All right, put 1 pursuit counter pursued by the past. All right, so this goes up to 3. Goes to 2. 4, 5. They both schemed. For 2 away. Our encounter card is Goblin Soldier. When defeated, deal 1 damage to the engaged player. Okay. Very cool. I wish I had a bombs away right now. I do not, but that is fine. A lot of cool cards in my hand. All right. It is my turn, though, so we're doing great. Let's put Energy Shield onto Green Goblin. We're going to need to play Everywhere All at Once. We've got a lot of take-that's into the deck. We also want to play Mr. Hollywood. We're going to be able to do everything we want to do this turn. Let's see. If I spin the take that to play Mr. Hollywood. I can still play Everywhere All at Once. To remove 5 threat from the scheme. A 3 threat from the scheme. Which we're going to want to do. Hoping to come up and punch for 3 with Ionic Blast. Maybe we do Everywhere All at Once next turn. So we will not recover. We're at a good health spot. We're going to flip up. The take that did pay for Mr. Hollywood because we need to get that on the table. I really wish I had drawn into a Bring It, but we did not. That is okay. We will then spend the he's 5 health, so might as well do it while I can. We're going to use Mr. Hollywood and Energy Siphon. Play Ionic Blast. Deal 5 damage to this Goblin Soldier. Take him out. Leave me with 1, 2, 3. We make our attack after Wonderman. We'll heal for 1 because of the Wonderful Ionic Physiology. Then we're going to attack for 3 on one of these Goblin Thralls. +1 attack for each card tucked under Ionic Physiology. Discard each tucked card under Ionic Physiology. Okay. So these two get tucked. We're tucked, they get discarded. This is with Everywhere All at Once. Did I really want to spend the Energy Siphon? Our Energy Shield down here? If I don't, I'm not going to have another one to draw for a while. I did take out one of these Thralls. I was supposed to take a point of damage as well, so from the other one, that's fine. Alright. We're doing okay. We do have a tough status card. I think we'll be fine. Hopefully, we'll be okay with what we draw into, so hope it doesn't scheme. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got a What Are You, which is nice, and we got to take that, which is also good. The Armored Vest is great, and then, of course, Come At Me Bub is also good, too. So, we've got some pretty cool things going on right now. Tough choices is what really it's coming down to. All right, threat's going to go up to 6. Green Goblin is going to attack for 2 plus a boost. We're going to have Patriot defend. He swings for 2, 3, 4. It does clear the tough status card. We take 1 point of damage. Our encounter card is Drawing Nearer. Alright, that actually is not bad. So, start of my turn. Discard the top card of the deck, which is my Jet Belt. That's actually super annoying. Does put 1 on Pursued by the Past. Okay. But it is my turn. We can do... If I do Come At Me Bub, we both get a tough status card. And I get some healing, which is not a terrible thing to do. We definitely want to clear the threat. And a What Are You is not bad. So, let's Mr. Hollywood and Armored Vest are going to play Everywhere All at Once to clear 3 threat from the main, getting it down to 3. Tucking it underneath Ionic Physiology to get me up to 6. Come Get Me Bub and take that. We'll get What Are You onto the table. When one man would be defeated. So now, at least we have that available to us, and we can play a little more loosely here on taking damage and different things like that. So, unfortunately, Patriot does not get a tough status card that way, though. If I play Come At Me Bub, Patriot gets a tough status card, and I get a tough status card, plus I get some healing. It does bring out another minion. If I flip down, actually that might be the smarter thing to do. Hold on to Come At Me Bub and take that. You can flip down. Hope he doesn't scheme out on me. Discard What Are You? Get rid of Drawing Nearer. Before I flip down, because I didn't ready, right? Before I flip down, I will exhaust. clear 2 threat from the main. That sounds smart. That feels smart. Yes. Okay. And we'll hope... hold on to take that. They come at me, bub. I think we'll ditch for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least we got our sunglasses. That's a good thing. All right. Threat's going to go up to 2. Teams for 2 plus a boost. 2, 3. Give this villain an additional boost card for this activation. 4, 5, 6. Dadgummit. Okay. So, the threat does pop. In player order, each player not engaged with a Goblin minion must discard 3 cards from the encounter deck and put the first Goblin minion they discard in its way into play, engage with them. Have the Goblin Thrall, so that is nice. Okay. Revealed, advance to stage 2B. Alright. X is equal to the number on the number of Goblin enemies, including Green Goblin, in play. Okay, threat starts at 4. This Goblin Thrall will make it go to 5. Alright, so we are in an interesting spot right now. Should also be readied. Okay. Green Goblin is then going to give us an encounter card. There's a Goblin Glider. Alright. That just makes him attack for 3, but we can spend 2 lightning resources to get rid of that. That shouldn't be difficult. It is my turn, though. Cool. Alright, we do have 2 take that's in our hand, which is super fun. We could essentially play both those if we could get rid of the Goblin Thrall. We have to worry about threat and the Goblin Glider, which we can live with that nonsense, I think. So we are going to ready up, or flip up. The glasses. Do we want to do 14 damage, or do we want the glasses? Alright, so let's flip back down before we do any of that. Because the glasses is going to make a difference here. When we change form, took 1 resource card from your discard pile under Ionic Physiology, or add a card tucked under Ionic Physiology to your hand. Okay, that is, both those are nice. So we'll go ahead and do cuts both ways. Play the sunglasses. Yes. We are then going to flip up. So we're either going to give myself 1 more or give myself that card. Clearing threat seems like a really good idea right now. We're going to go ahead and give myself everywhere all at once. Then Patriot will go ahead and attack for 2 on this Goblin Thrall. And we will punch for 1. Clear him. Then Green Goblin is going to be sad because now we have a lot we can do. We are going to use Starstruck and Mr. Hollywood. Play everywhere all at once. Choose, and if you overpaid for this, so choose one scheme, and this is going to go down to 2. Gets tucked underneath here. We will then use the energy siphon. Take up to 3 additional damage. Generate 1 additional resource for each damage taken this way. So it's 1. We'll take 2 more points of... we should have gotten a point of damage for healing. And then we'll take 2 away. To spend 3 to play a Take That on Green Goblin. 7 damage to an enemy with an upgrade attached, which we have the energy shield attached. So he'll take 7 points of damage, which brings this down to 11. First good hit against Green Goblin here. Feels pretty good. Energy Siphon is a great card. Awesome. Okay, we're not in a bad spot. We're still making it. So, ready everything back up. Go to our hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice, we got to bring it. And we've got a lot of fun things we can do. Threat's going to go up to 4. No. There was at 3. There was at 2. Yes, there was at 2. It's going to go up by 1 to 3. Okay. Green Goblin is going to come in for an attack for 2 plus a boost. I will defend for 3. 2. A second for 3 plus a boost. So 3. So I took no damage. We do get the Goblin Thrall and a tough status card. The Goblin Thrall is going to go ahead and attack for 1. We'll clear the tough status card off the Patriot. We'll then get an encounter card. Wicked Ambitions. Discard X cards from the encounter deck, where X is equal to double the villain stage number. Each time a Goblin minion is discarded this way, choose to either take 3 damage or put that minion into play and engage with you. 1, 2, 3, 4. No minions. Okay. All right. It is my turn. Getting the Queen Carrier on the table will be nice if we can do that. We might be able to do that here in a second. I feel like I'm going to start off with a Come At Me Bub. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion into play, engage with you. Heal 3 damage from your identity. 1. 2, 3. And give yourself and your identity, give your identity a tough status card. All right. Both Wonder Man and Patriot get a tough status card. Awesome. Then I'm going to play Spelling for a fight. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion in play, engage with you. Ready your hero. Ooh, this is thinning out his deck too. Alright, puts a 5 in front of me here. Awesome. But Wonderman is ready. Awesome. He gets tucked here. And I get one more healing. We will then play Bring It. Draw one card for each minion engaged with you. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Active Altruism. Remove one threat from once per phase? No. I can do this again. Max 1 per phase. Okay. Bummer. Alright. But that is also an event card. So it can be tucked here. Okay. Nice. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have bombs away, which is great. I had one more resource that I could use. I can spin these 3, get Queen Carrier down, and I won't be able to play bombs away. I do want to play Queen Carrier. Bombs away is so good right now. So, if I spend these 2 for bombs away, it does clean up a big mess that I have in front of me right now. I need to clean up that mess. So, active altruism, remove 1 threat from the scheme, remove 2 additional threat from the scheme for each lightning resource you overpaid for this card. Okay. We will spend, take that and bring it. Play bombs away. Exhaust an aerial character you control. Is that what I want to do? Yes, I have to, because he's the only aerial character I control. Deal 3 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with you. And it's not an attack. So, nice. 11, 10, 9, 8. You'll find the 8 on here. Huzzah. Both these thralls are killed. And he has 2 health points left. We will then use Mr. Hollywood on active altruism. Remove 1 threat from a scheme. Remove 2 additional threat from a scheme for each lightning resource you overpaid for this card. And so it should be down to cleared completely. This gets tucked. Well, bombs away got tucked. I can't heal anymore. So active altruism gets discarded. Okay. I don't think there's a need to flip down. I have plenty of tough status cards out there. We got the Queen Carrier. Let's flip up. 1, 2. We get an encounter card. Really use that jet belt. But the Queen Carrier will still help. So, looking forward to hopefully getting a chance to punch. Also, the Retaliate 1 will be nice if I can get that. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. None of the things I was hoping for, but that's okay. We at least can get a lot of cool things happening this next turn. Going down. So. Threat's going to go up to 2. Green Goblin is going to attack for 2 plus a boost. We have a tough status card. So I'm not going to worry about it. He can go ahead and attack. 2, 3. Forget about that. 4. But the tough status card gets cleared. Then, the Goblin Soldier is going to attack. I just want to take 1 point of damage. I do, because if he had somehow draw something that lets... Yeah. Let's take that 1 point of damage from the Goblin Soldier. Then, we get a second encounter card. First encounter card. Death from Above. Give Green Goblin attacks with X attack where X is equal plus X attack where X is equal to the villain's stage number. Awesome. So he's going to attack for 5 plus a boost. We will definitely have Patriot defend. 5. All right. And play some Pursuit Counter Pursued by the Past. Okay, so that's going to make Pursued by the Past kick off here in a second. We do clear the Stuff Status card off of Patriot. Pursued by the Past is going to kick off. Which means all the fun things happen. We get Grim Reaper, which then gives a tough status card to Patriot, who has Quick Strike. Bummer, I don't have a tough status card to deal with right now. After Grim Reaper attacks and defeats an ally, deal that ally's controller face down encounter card. That controller is a face down. Okay, cool. Well, he's going to attack me for 2, so that's fine. I will just take the 2. And then we have an encounter card. As an additional cost to attack Grim Reaper, you must discard 1 card from your hand. Alright, but it only has 2 on it. Probably clear that pretty easy. And the rest of these get shuffled in. Alright. Yeah, I don't think Grim Reaper's that big of a villain that are much to have to worry about. I mean, you know how these games can go, right? So, hopefully there's no more cards underneath me. I hate dropping cards. I don't want to run over them with my chair and damage them. Alright. There we go. Alright, and then we get this next encounter card, which is another Goblin. Okay. So let's get their dial markers up. He's got a 3. He's got a 5. Alright. Another bombs away in my hand would have been great, but it is what it is. Doing a Come At Me Bub may not be a good idea right now. We can still take out some people. So let's spin the Come At Me Bub and energy. Play Queen Carrier. I feel like that's going to be super important to have on the table. Flipping is not going to be a good idea for me right now. Trying to think of what to do because I want to punch Grim Reaper. If I do that, I lose a card. I clear the threat first. That's it. So I'll play Active Altruism. Yeah, I was just hoping to be able to get that extra healing, but I'm just not going to be able to do that this turn. Yeah, but I can still do it with Queen Carrier. So, all right. So we use active altruism and Mr. Hollywood to clear brother versus brother. Then we will punch the Grim Reaper. Take him out. He leaves us with 2 goblins, which is annoying. Oh, actually, instead of punching Grim Reaper, we'll keep him on there for now. Forget about that. I'm still reading my cards, so Starstruck. Let's do that. We're gonna spend Queen Carrier and Mr. Do 1 damage to an enemy equal to your attack. If you overpaid this card, you have a lightning resource, which Mr. Hollywood. Stun that enemy. So we're gonna go ahead and do 4 damage to Green Goblin. And stun him. Then we will punch with Wonder Man to kill Grim Reaper. Which then clears my entire hand here. Okay. I don't get the benefit of the healing, but I did get the benefit of taking care of a bunch of things on the board. Grim Reaper was just going to be a problem, but he actually wasn't that bad of a problem. So let us look at our hand, what we got going on here. Not much else we can do this turn. If I flip down, I get another card. Or I can take a card underneath here and heal myself 1. I don't think flipping down is a wise idea right now, especially since he's stunned. We're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got to bring it, which is nice. Okay. Threat's going to go up by 3 to 5. Green Goblin is stunned. Goblin Soldier, one of them's going to attack. I will have... They just take 2 points of damage. Yes, I'll take 2 points of damage. See what our encounter card is. Death cannot die. When revealed, Grim Reaper activates against you. If Grim Reaper is not in play, find him and reveal him. Okay. He's revealed. He's got a quick strike. Patriot will defend, and I will not take the 2 damage from Mr. Grim Reaper. Okay. Unfortunately, we did not get the benefit of getting a tough status card on Patriot, which is fine. So we're back with Grim Reaper being an annoying bum. We will play Bring It. Draw 1, 2, 3. Nice. We got a Bombs Away, which is actually super clutch here. So that's me heal for 1. Nice. Then just to seeing our hand, I think a Bring It is going to be a good move. Or Bombs Away is going to be a good move to do. Really sad that I can't just do 1 point. I could. I actually do that with Starstruck, so we can make this work. So Carrier should also be ready. I think first and foremost, we will go ahead and attack for 2 against this Goblin Soldier. Getting him down to 3. We will then play Bombs Away using Quinn Carrier, and Threat's going to be important. So we need to make sure we save one of those. That punch is going to be helpful here in a second. And the other Bring It, well, the Bring It's going to be nice for drawing cards next turn, maybe. We'll take one of the Take That's then. Yeah, I think so. Play Bombs Away. One clears 3. One also clears 3. So, Queen Carrier and Bring It are going to play Bombs Away. We're going to clear our entire board of minions. Goes down to 1 health point. Comes here, we get down, we lose 2 health points, we get down to 3. And back up by 1 when Bombs Away gets attached, so 4. Play Starstruck. I'm not going to be able to play Take That. But he does get stunned, so I think that's important. So let's do that. We'll probably clear that too, which is going to be nice. So, Everywhere All at Once and Mr. Hollywood are going to play Starstruck, which will do 2 points of damage to Green Goblin and stun him. Draw 3 encounter cards. 1, 2, 3. Alright. This gets tucked here. We get another health point. We then are going to we can completely clear that main scheme. I think what I want to do is I'm going to spend 2 both to take that to get rid of the Goblin Glider. So he's not swinging for 4 if he decides he's going to attack. Is that smart? I don't think so. Because I can probably get rid of that next turn. Right? Yeah, we'll hold on to one of the Take That's. Use Mr. Hollywood and one of the Take That's to play Active Altruism. To clear 5 threat from the main. Because what it does is it takes 1 and then 2 for each additional. 1, 2 for the Take That. So clear 5 completely. It's tucked here. I get a health point. So if I take that in our hands, I think we're going to hold on to it because we're hoping to do 7 points of damage on his 20 that he has. Okay, and we're going to hope for the... Oh, right. Because then the Goblin Glider he may still attack, but we still have a Patriot that can help defend. And I can defend for 3. We might be okay. I think we're going to just trust that we're going to be okay. All right, we've got... let's ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least we can get North Star on the table this next turn, which is going to be helpful. And then there is also an Ionic Blast, which is super duper nice. We can do 5 damage there relatively cheaply. Or we can play Take That. So we have a couple of options. Threat's going to go up by 1. Green Goblin is stunned. Here we go. Fourth encounter card. First encounter card is Death Cannot Die. We bring back Mr. Grim Reaper, which gives Patriot a tough status card. Grim Reaper has Quick Strike. I think I'll take the 2 points of damage. Next encounter card. Monster. When revealed, you are stunned. If you are already stunned, take 2 damage. Alright. Goblin Thrall. And a Goblin Soldier. Wow, okay. We are in a tight spot. And I really wish I had a Bring It in my hand, but I do not. Three, 6, 3, 5. Okay. I'll clear my stun. We can't take that right now because we've got guard minion on the table in front of me. If I spend these 2 to play North Star, I can still play on it Bionic Blast. Then I won't be able to get rid of the Goblin Gear. Doesn't matter because he's got a tough status card and I can take the little hits. And we want to get rid of this big monster here. He's really the one that's going to be hitting the hardest. So we'll spend the take that to play Ionic Blast with Mr. Hollywood. Oh, I need an additional lightning resource, so Queen Carrier as well. To do 7 points of damage to monster. Puts Ionic Blast down here, and I get a health point. Then, you can spend both the powers of protection, playing North Star on the table as well. Comes in with 3 health. Does he want to punch anybody while he's up? I think we'll have North Star go ahead and attack the Goblin Soldier for 2. Get him down to 3 here. And we're going to take a deep breath, look at our table, and ready. Well, I could have saved North Star. No, we need North Star on the table. I think it's going to be a good idea to have him. Ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I also forgot about the sunglasses when I flipped forms earlier, so that also messes with me a little bit, but that's okay. And Mr. Hollywood, we got What Are You, which is nice, Ionic Blast, Starstruck, and Come At Me, Bub. Okay. Wish I had gotten the bombs away, but that is fine. The right is going to go up by 4 to 5. The greenest of goblins is going to attack for 4 plus a boost. Patriot will defend. 4. Alright, and 1 pursuit counter pursued by the past. That clears the tough status card off a Patriot. Goblin Thrall, Grim Reaper, and Goblin Soldier all attack. Can I take 4 points of damage? I think I can take 4 points of damage, so we'll do that for now. We get an encounter card. Scythe Strike. If Grim Reaper is in play, he activates against you. Otherwise, take 2 indirect damage. So, do we take 2 more damage? Do we have North Star take the 2 damage? We're at 7. I could defend, right? But but what happens after he's an ally? Deal the allies. Yeah, I don't want another encounter card, so I need to either defend or take the 2. I'll go ahead and take the 2. All right. We need to clear out some of these bad guys. I think that we can. So, what are you would still be nice to be able to play if we can make that happen. So, let's see. Do that. We cannot play a What Are You just yet. But what we can do is survive another round. So, threat removal is also going to be nice if we can do that. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. All right, so Queen Carrier plus Mr. Hollywood to play Starstruck. Oh, no, hold on. Fudge buckets. If I do that, I don't get the healing benefit, right? But I do get to punch him for 4 and stun him. There's just Goblin Thrall that's in the way, so I have to take care of the Goblin Thrall before I can even move forward. So, Wonder Fans will pay for Ionic Blast. And we'll use Mr. Hollywood as well, just for fun. Take out this Goblin Thrall. We will then use Wonder Man to take out Grim Reaper. In just a second. Dadgummit, I keep forgetting the nonsense we got going on here. Okay. Then we will spend... Yeah, we don't get the healing benefits that we're looking for. That's okay. We'll have to maybe play Come At Me Bub. We will spend Queen Carrier to play Starstruck to do 4 points of damage to Green Goblin. You're going to him down to 16. And We use Mr. Hollywood, of course, to stun him. Really liking Starstruck. Now I can either punch for 3 or clear 2 threat. If I clear Grim Reaper, if I clear the Green Goblin though, but there is only 3 cards left, so even playing Coming Bub gonna be a bad idea. I don't think there's any more. I bet there's not any more minions in there. If I clear 2, it's gonna go right back up to 5. If I clear the Goblin Soldier, it's gonna go up to 6 this next turn. We're actually not doing bad on threat. Um, it'll go to 7 if I don't take out the Goblin Soldier. My Bub would have been nice for the healing and the other benefit there. I can still punch and get rid of the Goblin Soldier because I think, well, get rid of Grim Reaper is going to be my better bet, I think, in the long term. So we'll punch Grim Reaper for 4. Okay. Then, North Star will clear 1 threat off the main. And we will ready up and draw. Do I hold on to these 2 cards? What are you would be nice to hold on to, I think. So would the Come At Me Bub, because that's going to give them both tough status cards if I do that. But getting extra cards in my hands is going to be nice too. On 2. 3. There's a jet belt. 4. Nice. 5. Okay. There's my cuts both ways. All right. Threat's going to go up to 6. Green Goblin is stunned. We get an encounter card, which is Goblin Knight. Force response, which gives Patriot a tough status card. But this will be our encounter card. That'll happen then. The Goblin is first going to attack. We'll play cut both ways. An enemy. We'll not play cut both ways because I do want to save it and get both these cards down onto the table. So we'll be able to do. So the Goblin is either going to attack and I take a point of damage, or I'm going to have North Star take it. Patriot will defend and take 1 point of damage for me. Yeah. Then he'll get a tough status card because now this card gets revealed. After Goblin Knight attacks you, discard 1 card from the encounter deck. That card is a Goblin Minion. Put that into play, engage with you. Alright. He's at 7 health. Not doing too bad. It is my turn. So We will spend both the cut both ways. Play Jet Belt. Awesome. Still can't use the Come At Me Bub like I'd like to. That is okay. So, but I can still use. It's for an event. Okay. We'll use Queen Carrier and Come At Me Bub. Play What Are You? Awesome. I think that was a pretty good decision there. We can either clear some threats or take out this Goblin Soldier, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Both North Star and Wonder Man will attack and take out this Goblin Soldier. Then we deal 1 damage to the engaged player, so this goes down to 4. Still livable. We're doing awesome. I'm actually having a lot of fun here. It's a lot of thinking and having to plan ahead. We've got a lot of things going on our table now, though, so I think we're going to be doing great. Let's drop to our hand size and see what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got a Bombs Away, which is nice. There's Nova, who's pretty cool. We can get Nova on the table. Also, take that. So, oh man, I think playing a Bombs Away and a take that is going to be huge for us. We won't be able to take out the villain that way. But it still takes us a long step closer. So, that is exciting stuff. Threat's going to go up by 2. 8. Green Goblin is going to attack for 3, 4 plus a boost. We'll have Patriot defend. Swings for 4, 5, 6. Clears a tough status card. Goblin Knight is going to attack for 2. I will have North Star defend. And it does take out North Star. I think the response still kicks off. So we'll discard the top card of the encounter deck. And it is not a minion. So it does not get put into play with me. We do have an acceleration token now. So getting rid of Green Goblin is going to be a nice thing if we can. I'd like to be able to take out Green Goblin Knight if we can. But we're not in a bad spot. Fortunately, we can't use take that against Goblin Knight, but that is okay. It's a lot of cards there. All right. We still get an encounter card, which is Grim Reaper. Welcome back. He comes in with a quick strike. We do get a tough status card on Patriots. I will defend. Because I don't really want to lose. Well, I can lose more health. Let's get down to 2. We're in an okay spot with What Are You? So It is my turn. Okay. Awesome. We are going to play... Spend Nova and Armored Vest. Play Bombs Away. And exhaust Wonderman. Take damage there. Go down to 4 here. And Grim Reaper is dead once again. At least for now. And, not terrible. That does get tucked here. Gets me a health point. We then are going to spend the Queen Carrier and Jet Belt. And Energy Siphon. Play Take That on green. Goblin, who should have been at 13 from the Bombs Away as well. And 13 minus 7 would put us at 6. Getting real close. The end of this match here. Holy smokes, we're doing so good. The Take That does get tucked here and gets us up to 4 health. Oh my gosh. The threat's still a crazy scary thing to contend with here. Wish I had a way to deal with that. Don't really. So we will flip up. Nope, shoot. Before we do all that, I gotta backtrack a little bit because I did not consider a couple of things. Yeah, to play the Bombs Away, I had to exhaust, right? So I don't think I'm going to play the Bombs Away. This is my hand. Back up to 7. Because of the fact that I had to exhaust to do that, I'm going to clear 2 threat. And then I still will play the, I'll put Nova under Avengers Compound. Hold on to the Bombs Away. I should have been at 2 health. So do the Jet Belt, the Queen Carrier, and, oh, yeah, Avengers Mansion. Sorry. Armored Vest. Do I want to play Armored Vest? Hold on. We'll end up doing. Clear out our stuff here. Well, I want to hold on to the Bombs Away, I think. So it's going to go up by 2. They're going to scheme for 2. And hopefully we'll be okay. So do want to punch for 7. How I want to do that. So deciding here. I think I will use the Energy Siphon. Punch for 7. That does heal him 3 points, so he should be at 9 right now. It's okay. Forgot that I had to exhaust, but I need to clear that threat or we would lose. So it's going to go up by 3 to 9 right now. Oh, and he's going to scheme for 10, 11. Crap. the way around this because I feel like I'm so close. I can't use a take that on the Goblin Knight. Okay. I cleared 2 threat. Put Nova on the table. All right, so here we're going to backtrack one more time. Let's get everything reset just a little bit because I'm really thinking about this turn here. Energy Siphon and take that. I'll come back into my hand. This goes up to 13. They're both still here. This goes down to 2 health. This goes back up by 2. I'm readied. These were not spent. Okay. All right. Um. Okay. Wow. This is going to be a crazy turn. So watch this craziness as I've kind of figured this out in my head. I'm sorry that I'm thinking through all this and playing it out and then kind of changing my mind, but I think I've got it figured out here. I don't want to lose the threat. So, oh man. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, nope. If I clear 2 threat, I won't be able to do bombs away. Wish Nova was aerial. Um, clear 2 threat. I think that's still the smartest move to make. So we'll clear 2 threat. We will then use an energy siphon and a Queen Carrier. Play Nova. That does kill me. When Wonderman would be defeated, instead, set his hit points to 4. Change him to alter ego form. You may tuck events with a printed lightning resource from your discard pile under Ionic Physiology until there are 3 cards tucked here. All right. 1. 2. 3. Okay. Which heals me another 3 points. Nope, just no, but they're tucked there at least. That's good. Okay. Remove this card from the game. Okay. From the game, so it can't go to my discard pile. It's removed from the game. Then, because we changed forms, tuck an event or resource card with the printed lightning resource from your discard pile under Ionic Physiology, or add a card tucked under Ionic Physiology to your hand. Would the sunglasses kick off after change of alter ego form? After you change this form. Okay. I don't think it would let me. Because I changed form, tuck 3. Does this happen before or after the tuck? And to my understanding, this would happen before the tucking would happen. So if I'm wrong, please let me know, because I'd love to have that happen. Either way, I'm now going to flip up and use this ability to add a tuck card and add Physiology to your hand. Active Altruism. Back to my hand. Okay. This is great, because now we can remove 1 threat, maximum of 2 for overpaying. So we'll go ahead and use Jet Belt and Mr. Hollywood. Pay for active. We won't use the Jet Belt. I think we're just going to use active altruism and Mr. Hollywood to clear 3 threat off the main. That does get tucked back underneath here, which heals me for 1 up to 5. Okay. Then we will use Jet Belt. Yep. Bombs away and Armored Vest to play Take That. Heals me for another 1. To do 7 points of damage here, which gets him down to 6. Okay. Yes. Right? He was at 16. He should be at 11. That should be our final number here. Yeah, 11 should be the number we were at. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. That was actually a really fun turn. And I feel a lot better now. So let's draw up to our hand size. Does Nova want to do anything while he's here? While we do that? He's already out. Nova is going to... Nova's going to attack Grim Reaper for 2. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. Counter card. That was actually a really fun turn. Pretty crazy. Had a lot to thinking through. I'm sorry I kind of changed what I was doing a couple times, but I think I made the right decision. If I made too many bad calls, let me know. Too many changes can affect a game in a bad way. But I think I did the right thing, so. 5. All right. Two, three, four, 5. Okay, we got a lot of lightning resources in our hands, which is really, actually really, really good. We need to decide what we want to do this turn. We're going to ready up. All right, and then we're going to probably use Jet Belt and Queen Carrier, and then a lightning resource from our hand to deal with some fun stuff this turn. So threat is going to go up by 3 back to 6. Green Goblin is going to attack for 4 plus a boost. It will have Patriot Defend. 4, 5. The Tough Sass card gets cleared. Then the Goblin Knight is going to... Oh, and before Green Goblin attacks, we are going to use a Queen Carrier as well to pay for Novas. When an enemy initiates an attack against you, spend a lightning resource, deal 2 damage to an enemy. Gets him down to 9. Goblin Knight is going to attack for 2. I can defend for 2. Defend for 3. Against a Goblin Knight's attack. While I'm defending for 3, Nova is also going to pop off with Jet Belt. We're going to go ahead and use the Jet Belt, exhaust Jet Belt, and discard a card tucked under Ionic Physiology. We will discard, one of these cards, which is going to be, because it doesn't matter, Active Altruism. And generate a right-wing resource for Nova to do 2 points of damage to the Knight. But I do take 2 points of damage. Then the Grim Reaper is going to attempt to attack, and I will spend the Cuts Both Ways from my hand for Nova to do a point of damage here against the Grim Reaper. I guess I could have spent that. Let me see if I wanted to do that ahead of time. Absolutely could. Absolutely could. Instead, let's see. No, I don't want to do that. Because I guess I wouldn't need to lose another card, right? Well, I need to lose another. I wouldn't have to lose another card for Goblin. So if I do it that way, we'll play Cuts Both Ways. When an enemy attacks, you game retaliate 1 until the end of the phase. So I play Cut Both Ways. This would make him go down to 4. Then the Grim Reaper would attack me. I would have to take the 2 points of damage for the retaliate to kick off. We won't do that. Get you back up to 5, sir. I I defended for 3, so I should actually be at 6. So unless I want to take the Grim Reaper's nonsense, do the retaliate way. Nope, let's say at 6 health. And then tells me it'd be a good idea to stay at 6 health. Alright. We get an encounter card. First encounter card is... Oh, we need to do the Goblin Knights thing too. Discard cards. So this card should go back on top. We discard cards until we get a minion. Okay, puts into play. Tough status card here. Oh, okay. Actually, hold on. These should go back. It is a minion. It was not a minion. It was pacifism. So then this card would become my encounter card, which is now Wicked Ambitions. Discard card X cards from the encounter deck. Where X is equal to double the villain stage number, so it should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now you can either have them engage me, or I can take 3 points of damage for each one. Okay. Now I want one of them to engage me for sure to get the Patriot Tough status card. They both engage me. I don't really have a way to get rid of them right now. I don't have a bombs away in my hand. Take 3 points of damage. Do I want to take 3 points of damage? Or just deal with some goblin. Well, but the threat. The threat is going to become a problem, so I need to be able to deal with the goblins this turn. Also, I have active altruism, so I can clear the threat. Okay, let's not take the hit to my health and go ahead and take the other goblin for now. Okay. And then we got Goblin Nation. Each goblin enemy gets +1 attack. Ugh. Put Goblin Nation into play. Boost. It only has 2 each goblin enemy. That would include Green Goblin. Let's try to avoid that if we can. Okay, but it is now my turn. Man. I wish I had a way to clear that threat. I could ready myself, but that'd be bringing in another goblin minion. I want to get rid of this, and I also want to get rid of this. I wish I had my yellow card. I don't have my yellow card right now. Wish I had Bring It, because that would also be nice. Can't really attack Green Goblin right now, which is okay. Still surviving, which is the important part. And I can't Starstruck Green Goblin like I'd like to. I can use Starstruck to take out the Goblin Knight. Yep, that's what I gotta do. So, um, we will spend spoiling for a fight. Play Starstruck. Which will do 4 damage to actually. Nope, I need to do I need to be able to do that. Um so we're gonna play Active Altruism, use Energy Siphon and Mr. Hollywood. Overpay for it. To clear off Mutagen Cloud for 5, getting it down to 1. Heals me for 1. We will then spend Spoiling for a Fight to play Starstruck to do 5 points of damage to the Goblin Knight. Takes him out. Leaves me 2 Goblin Thralls. Who are just annoying, but here we are. Unfortunately, I could not tuck another card underneath me there, but that is okay. Nova will then attack one of these thralls to get him down to 1. The threat's going to go up by 4, but we should be all right. That's ready up. Go to our hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice, we get our bombs away. All right, we're going to be able to, hopefully, if we survive this round, we should be able to take out Green Goblin. First things first. Threat's going to go up by 4. It goes up to 5. Green Goblin is going to attack for 5 plus a boost. We will have Patriot defend. 5, 6, 7. That tough status card gets cleared. And Nova will use the Queen Carrier as well to do 2 points of damage to Green Goblin. Okay. Then this Goblin Thrall is going to initiate an attack. We're going to do Jet Belt to clear the bombs away from there. And that takes care of the Goblin Thrall. This Goblin Thrall is going to come in for an attack for 2 against Wonder Man. And do we defend against it? Do we take it? What's going to happen here? I really just need to be able to play a take that this next turn to win this game. I need to be able to play bombs away and take that to win this game. Not really. I can probably get away with bombs away and Starstruck. So, we will spend the take that with Nova. Do I want to do that? Because either way, I'm still to consider taking 2 points of damage. I'm going to go ahead and take 2 from the Goblin Thrall. We get in counter card, which is Pumpkin Bombs. After the villain attacks you, discard Pumpkin Bombs and take 2 indirect damage. Great. It is now my turn. And I think this is going to be game, ladies and gentlemen. So, we're going to spend. I take that and a Starstruck. Play Bombs away. We will exhaust Wonder Man. Which does 3 points of damage to the Thrall, and here, which gets him down to 4. Tucks me here, which gets me up to 6. We will then use Mr. Hollywood and Ionic Blast to play Starstruck for 5 points of damage to take out Green Goblin. And ladies and gentlemen, that is game. What a crazy game. Holy smokes. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I really like this build. Nova's really great in here. So here's what I was trying to do. And I think I'm going to make some modifications next time I play this deck. So here's some things I'd recommend if you guys want to play it. Bombs away still great. I really wanted Cut Both Ways to work out, but I didn't really end up needing to defend at all. The Take That and the Energy Shield combo is stupid fun. And being able to use that well in Wonder Man's kit was awesome. With that close call of losing with the threat up here, which is nice to be able to avoid that. Wonder Man's got some really great cards, and it took a while for us to set up because we just didn't get his things out there fast enough. Once they were out there, it was just about managing the board. The combo of being able to die from the resource. Where's that resource card again? When you would spend this card, take up to 3 damage, which would then defeat me, right? So I took the amount of damage that would have led me to defeat me, but then this kicks off because I would have been defeated. That's a crazy combo. That is ridiculous. Be able to play what are you on the table and then use Energy Siphon to kill yourself to play some crazy good cards, though. So that worked out in my favor. I wish I could have had the Cut Both Ways work out, but I think I could cut that out of the deck and be fine. Power Protection, I feel like also kind of got in the way maybe a little bit. Though it would have been, again, it was nice to have for like Nova or when we played North Star or Patriot or Defensive Conditioning. North Star really didn't do anything. Bring It, at least in this build, was fantastic. I wish I could have played the Come At Me Bub, and I felt like I didn't have a safe place to play it, but I feel like this is the deck to play it in. And I feel like Green Goblin maybe had, or Mutagen Formula maybe had a few more minions than I anticipated. So, Everywhere All At Once, it's a chef kiss of a card. I love it a lot. It's really, really good. The rest of his kit's just fire, and so I had a blast with it. I had a ton of fun getting this done. I really wish I could have played Everywhere All At Once when this card came out, but it is what it is. We didn't really have a lot of side schemes to deal with. Grim Reaper is just more annoying than I anticipated him to be. But yeah, Wonder Fans, I wish I could get on the table. Maybe and the next deck we play with him, we will. I had a lot of fun with this deck, though. Most of it is, and I'm looking at through the deck here, most of it is in current environment 1.7. The only thing that was really outside of current environment 1.7 was Nova. And I feel like Nova was a key part to finishing out that game for us there. And the fact that you can use Nova and Wonder Man together is great. So the rest of these cards are in CE 1.7 right now, which is actually kind of crazy. So you could probably play this deck without Nova and be just fine. I personally enjoy Nova. Oh my gosh, okay, Patriot. by the way, coming in. Every time a minion came in, to be able to have that tough, to be able to take a lot of those hits for me, some of those big hits for me was so ridiculous. Oh my gosh. I had a blast. I really like this deck. Let me know what you guys think, what some changes that could be made. I'm sure I messed up somewhere, especially in the calculations of math of what could and could not be played at the time. But overall, I had a lot of fun playing this game, and I'm going to count it as a win in my book. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go edit this video because it's got a release here in about 5 hours. But let me know what you guys think. As always, my name is Jason Sketch, and next time I'll be deadly serious next time. Peace.